Hello, I am Tugdal Builder and I'm going to present you my new structure of the covered market, which is 20 meters long, 12 meters wide and 7 meters high at its top. As you can see, I chose to build a very simple structure as it fits perfectly in the village architecture. But the special feature of this structure is a vegetalized roof to get better integrating of the building into the very natural village, which has a typical English architecture. At the beginning of the engineering phase of the project, I started to design some complex shapes, as you can see on the pictures. But I quickly abandoned these ideas because of the simplicity of the village. So I thought about one structure which is approximately the one I chose to build. After I had the overall idea of the shape, I had to make calculation about the size of all members. Once these are made, I started to build a 1-200 model. And then I started to spread a lot of load on the roof, and I saw that the structure was pretty well working. The load spread represents the wind load, but mainly the load of the vegetalization structure. Turning the shelter for the homeless person, there will be a sort of dividing wall made of long and thin branch of trees like hazel. This dividing wall will help the homeless person to stay warm by reducing the impact of the wind and the rains. This wall won't support any load. As you can see, the structure is symmetric from the central piece and is simply supported by 5 meters supports on each side. Because of the heaviness of the roof, we will use for the support beams the biggest cross section we have of glue laminated wood, which are 200 by 200 millimeters. These beams will be tied to the ground with big steel plates as shown in the pictures. We use the glue lamp because of its resistance to the weight, which is 2 times bigger to the steel weight ratio. Then we will use for the external horizontal beams a cross section of 100 by 100 millimeters of plain wood, because the glue lamp is very expensive and these beams doesn't require a lot of resistance to bending. But for the internal horizontal beams, we'll use some glue lamp because we need resistance to bending. To finish with the cross sections, we will use for the roof beams plain wood because it doesn't require a lot of strength. The cross section of these beams will be a square of 50 by 50 millimeters. Concerning the connection, I had a quick look on the internet to see which one will fit better in the structure. As I told you before, the link between foundation and the support beams will be big steel plates, which will be tied up in the glue lamp. Then the connection between the support beams will be held by 2 big steel plates and a tenon. Moreover, the connection between the support beams will be made by big screws and again steel plates. To finish the top roof, connection will be made by making clever cuts in the timber. That's it for my presentation. I hope you enjoyed my structure and, by the way, my video. I hope you're gonna have a good day.